What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Unlimited Podcast, where we help you maximize your creativity. I'm Izzy Lemons. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Unlimited Podcast, where it is our mission to help you maximize your creativity. Like I said before, my name is Izzy Lemons, and I will be your host today on this journey. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Look, I promise you it's not going to feel like a waste of time. You're going to leave here with something productive towards your creative journey. Hey, if it's your first time joining us, I want to say welcome to the Unlimited family. Look, you're going to leave here with something productive towards your creative journey. If it's not your first time, maybe it's your 20th time, because we are on episode 20 today. Look, thank you so much for staying faithful and tuning in. And we made it to 500 downloads. That's a big deal. So thank you if it's your first time and if it's not your first time. As a brief introduction, I've been a creative for over 14 years, and I reached a point in my life where everything came crashing down because I didn't know who I was or what God called me to do. But now I run this thing called Unlimited Artistry, where it is our mission to help you maximize your creativity by helping you understand your purpose, uncover your creative identity, and uncap your creative potential. This leads us to a state of unlimited artistry, which is using our creative gifts in the way that our Creator intended for us. So look, if you're ready to embark on this journey with me, stay tuned. On this journey to maximizing your creativity, it's super important that you're surrounded by people that can encourage you and push you on the way. This is why at Unlimited Artistry, we have the Creative Collective. What is the Creative Collective? The Creative Collective is a community forum where creatives can engage in conversation on creativity and purpose regarding their creative gifts. It's the perfect place to ask questions, share experiences, and talk about the things that affect you as a creative. Most importantly, we wanted to take the guesswork out of you finding a community of creatives that actually cares for you. There are many different ways to engage with the community in the Creative Collective. You can promote your work or events in the Shameless Plug channel. You can connect with other creatives individually. You can join one of the voice channels for a productive discussion. There's even a channel specifically for music producers, which sits close to my heart. Maybe you need accountability for reading just like me. In the Creative Collective, you can find that accountability. So we're starting to read 12 Notes on Life and Creativity by Quincy Jones. If that's something that interests you, join the Creative Collective today. Visit the link in the description. Don't miss your opportunity for a community. Hey, listen, one big thing about Unlimited Artistry is that we want to connect you to your purpose as a creative. So maybe you feel like you're called to start a podcast. We have the perfect partner just for you. Look, between you and me, I know the difficulty of starting and maintaining a podcast. It's super important to have someone and even some resources to help you from start to finish, from the writing of your podcast episode to the release and the distribution of it. This is why we partner with Buzzsprout. Buzzsprout is an online resource built to help you get your podcast and your message out to the masses. They've got plenty of resources to help you pick your topic on your podcast, who to target your podcast to, how to monetize your podcast, and distribution to all the major streaming platforms. But wait, let's not go too far. Because you're a part of the Unlimited family, you know that we have to make it a little bit sweet for you. So if you use the affiliate link in the description of this episode and you purchase a paid account, on your second month, you'll receive a $20 Amazon gift card. Come on, who doesn't like Amazon? Buzzsprout is so confident in their ability that they're saying that they'll give you over 80% back of what you spend your first 2 months of this subscription in the form of an Amazon gift card. Who doesn't love Amazon? This is an amazing opportunity. So if you feel like it is your mission to start a podcast and spread your message out to the masses, click that link in the description today. Look, that's enough information. To stay connected to everything Unlimited Artistry, you can follow us on Instagram at Unlimited Artistry, and you can visit our website, unlmtdartistry.com. You can even follow us on TikTok at Unlimited Artistry. It is time for the Unlimited Production segment. Look, if you know Unlimited Artistry, you know that music production is a major foundation for what we do. The Unlimited Production segment is a great way for us to share what Unlimited Artistry is doing and share the story behind these works. Every episode, we go into the production of a song that Unlimited Artistry has had the privilege to be a part of. We do this for educational purposes, so if you have any questions, feel free to join the Creative Collective and hit me personally and ask. Look, I promise I'm gonna respond. Oh wait, before we get into this week's Unlimited production, I made y'all a deal a few weeks ago. If you've been listening, you know that I've been working on a project called Inspired by DONDA, where I remake my favorite songs off of Kanye West's DONDA album. It's a really fun way for me to rework some of my favorite songs from that album, but we'll get into that later. I made y'all a deal a few weeks ago and said that once those videos reach 100 views each, the stems will be released on the Unlimited Artistry website. So thank you so much for getting the remote control video up to 100 views. Those stems are officially available on the website for free download. You can go and dissect everything that I did. If you want to steal some drums, steal some sounds, do what you're gonna do, but they're there just for you. We've still got some work to do on the Pure Souls video, but keep sharing it, keep watching, keep listening. It's greatly appreciated. Your support is greatly appreciated. And as you share, more people get resources available to them. There will definitely be more down the line, and the same rules will apply. Once each video reaches 100 views, the stems will be released on the website. This week, as a part of Unlimited Production, we'll be talking about The Voice of Truth by Ryan Jackson.
What I would do to have the kind of strength it takes to stand before a giant with just a sling and a stone, surrounded by the sun of 1,000 warriors, shaking in their armor, wishing they'd have had the strength to stand, but the giants calling out.
This project was so much fun for me to work on. This track was so much fun to produce. Unlimited Artistry provided all music production involved. Vocals were arranged by Jannard Carter. The main artist is Ryan Jackson. The mix was provided by Sud Studios. The most enjoyable kinds of records that I like to produce are ones where I can arrange around a vocal that already exists. The great thing is this song is a cover, so I had a little bit of reference to go back to, but was still able to kind of blend my own feel into it. My favorite part of producing this record was being able to apply what I had just learned maybe like a few weeks before in virtual string programming. I also really love to program drums, so this project was super enjoyable. A fun fact about this record is that I referenced a lot of Timbaland production. I was looking at Timbaland's work on the Escape album by Michael Jackson, the Posthumous? That's how you say that? Yeah, sure. Posthumous. I referenced a lot of Timbaland's work from that album, as well as the 2020 Experience by Justin Timberlake. If you haven't heard that album, you need to go change your life right now because it's amazing. Like I said before, this record was so much fun to produce, and there's plenty more work coming from myself and Ryan and Jannard. If you like what you've heard and would like Unlimited Artistry to help you bring your musical visions to life, look, that's what we're here for. You can visit the website and start bringing your musical vision to life as soon as today. We provide full music production, mixing, mastering, guitar tracking. Hey, we'll even help you with your podcast. Contact us today. We would love to help you bring your musical vision to life. Look, this week, I want to let y'all know, I get it. Being a creative is hard work. We have to find the inspiration that we need to be able to keep doing what we do. We have to manage the emotion that's associated with being a creative. And we have to deal with the ups and downs that come with being involved in such a subjective field. Look, every day we battle these forces to keep our creative vision alive. There are a few things that we can do and put in place to make sure that we're doing our best in that fight. I'm going to talk about a few of those today. So this week, we're going to be talking about how to be a better creative. I know that there's a level in which we can exist and be fine, but how do we take it to the next level? I've spent several different seasons wondering, okay, I've done this. I've made it to point B. Now, how do I get to point C, point D, point E. I've often wondered, what are the practical things and practical steps that I can take to make sure that I'm progressing and moving forward and not backsliding. So today we're going to be talking about 3 things that I've learned to apply in how to be a better creative. The first thing that helped me be a better creative was to find what inspired me. There's this book that we keep in the house, and it's called The Eye by Nathan Williams. And it's about how the world's most influential creative directors develop their vision. Every creative director mentioned in this book talks about inspiration in some way, shape, or form. What inspires us shapes what we create. For example, as a music producer, some of my greatest influences kind of come out in some of the work that I do. Just like I mentioned in the Unlimited production segment, I like to reference different works of some of my favorite producers. Now, I'm not there to just completely duplicate it and steal it, but the things that inspire me drip out. I like to use this phrase that describes how that works for me. And I want you to repeat after me. You drip what you soak. You drip what you soak. So basically, if you were to take a sponge and dip it in a big pitcher of red Kool-Aid, and you take that sponge out and you squeeze it into another container, water isn't going to come out of that sponge. You're going to get red Kool-Aid, right? The same applies when it comes to our creativity and our inspiration and our influences. The things that we take in will naturally come back out. As I developed as a creative, I was able to figure out when I see certain things, these are the things that inspire me to move and that inspire me to keep going. I've said this plenty of times before. One of my favorite creatives of all time is Kanye West. Why? He's extremely versatile and he does everything that he does at a high level. It's not like one of those things where you have like rappers that go to be actors and like, they're all right, but it's a lot of times it's hard to be great at multiple things. Kanye West is one of those creatives that I feel like has been great at everything that he's put his hands to. But when I realized that a lot of his work would inspire me, it would kind of kick something on in me and make me feel like, okay, I can go do this better. I can go accomplish this. I can go whatever. Your inspiration should inspire action. I have a framed poster up in the office, and my wife got this for me because she knows me and she loves me so well. But it's a framed poster of all the waveforms from My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, like one of Kanye's greatest albums. And I would go as far as to say that it was one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time. But every time I look at that poster, it inspires me to push past the norm. It inspires me to take what I do to the next level. How can I make this mix better? How can I program these drums a little bit better? Is there a different way that I could have played this line on this song? Maybe I can push the envelope a little bit further than what I'm used to. Your inspirations should push you in that direction. So let me ask you, what inspires you? Who inspires you? Another creative that inspires me immensely is Stevie Wonder. Stevie had accomplished so much, and some of his greatest albums were produced by him before the age of 30. Stevie's career has spanned longer than a lot of us have been alive. I believe that Stevie Wonder has perfected what it looks like to push the envelope and change the standard. Maybe you're not inspired by musicians or other artists, but maybe it's a really good book. Maybe it's a great movie. I found for myself, sometimes visuals can inspire different sounds and push me to want to create something that matches that visual. Sometimes different Bible stories also trigger the same response. My main point is this. Once you find what inspires you and what pushes you to action, you can use that as your fuel. And this is just on a regular basis. This isn't even referring to when we're in a creative dry season or where we're experiencing creative block. A quick note for you. When I'm experiencing creative block, I like to lean into those things that inspire me. I find that as I pull on different pieces of inspiration from different eras and different genres and different fields of creativity, what I've found is that as I pull on these different pieces of inspiration and allow them to culminate inside, once something comes out, it's going to be totally different from what I was creating before I reached this point of creative block. All that to say, it's great to know and understand what inspires you. The next thing that helped me become a better creative was uncovering my creative identity. Your creative identity is what makes you as a creative. Your creative identity is your creative thumbprint that is on everything that you create. It's what sets you apart from other creatives. Your creative identity is the reason why you and another creative can use the exact same tools, see the exact same inspiration, and come up with two totally different products. Listen to me closely. Uncovering your creative identity is the key to maximizing your creative potential. When you understand your creative identity, you're not reaching for every single opportunity that lands in front of you. You want to know why? Because not every opportunity is for you. Just because a door is open doesn't mean that you should go through it. Once you reach a point of understanding what makes you different and even who that gift is targeted towards, you'll be unstoppable. Uncovering your creative identity is a huge piece in that. There was a point in my creative journey when I did not have any clue about a creative identity. At that point, I was chasing every single opportunity, trying to impress every single person that came across. I was actually very insecure about who I was and what I created. At that point, I was chasing everything, but at the same time, felt like I was accomplishing nothing. I came to realize that you cannot reach the purpose that you were created for without understanding your creative identity. I can speak specifically to the musicians as well. Understanding what genre you belong in and what genre you do your best work in is a part of your creative identity. It's important to understand the gifts and the tools that were placed inside of you and how to use them and how to get the best results from them. That is one way that will guarantee becoming a better creative. As I began to grow and be able to identify, this is where I get some of the greatest results. When I play my guitar, I get some of the greatest results. When I program some of these drums, I get some of the greatest results. When I record these vocals and know how to achieve this sound, I get some of the greatest results. So, a few quick questions on how to identify your creative identity. What is it that people love that you do? What can you do easily that is hard for others to replicate? What are you often paid to do? Here's another one, and this may or may not apply. What gift are you most insecure about? Answering these questions may point you in the direction of where your creative identity lies. So far, understanding what inspires me and uncovering my creative identity helped to be a better creative. The third thing that has helped me become a better creative is understanding my tools and systems. It's not just important to understand the ability that you have in you, but it's super important to understand how to best apply that tangibly. What are the tactical parts of your creativity? Are you using the best equipment that you can to get the best results? Your ability to improve the quality of your craft will take your creativity to the next level. Sometimes it's not even the idea itself, it's what you're using to get that idea out. Let me ask you this. How often have you lost an idea or a concept because you weren't able to get it out fast enough? It's important to have tools that make your process efficient and that improve the quality of the final product. I'm going to give you a few examples of tools and systems that I like to use. I think it's easy when you go into your day without any sort of plan to get caught up in the rat race. So I like to use a very specific to-do checklist. I use this thing every day. It's a checklist with 3 different categories. The first category is a red category. Those are things that I absolutely need to get done today. There are 3 spaces in each of these categories every day. So I can fill those with what is most important and what can wait each day. The second category is the yellow category. Those are things that if I knock out my priorities, I can move into the yellow categories, which those are things that can generally wait until the next day. But if I kill them on day one, I'm on a pretty good roll. The third category are things that can wait 2 to 3, maybe even 4 days out, but they're certainly not priority. Now, if I knock out my reds and my yellows and I get to my greens in a day, oh, I'm killing it. And for me, it's important to see progress, to be able to see, okay, what am I doing and how am I accomplishing these tasks, these goals? And are these goals bringing results? One thing that I love to say is that I try to start my mornings the night before. So I use this to-do checklist template every morning / every night when I plan my days. Now look, I'm gonna put you on some game as a creative. There are 3 tools that every creative needs in their toolbox. Every creative needs an idea container, short process tools, and long process tools. What are these? An idea container is what you use to hold on to your ideas. When inspiration strikes, you need to move quickly because look, I know sometimes we like to think we can hold on to things. I'll remember it later. We are not hard drives. We are human beings. And look, sometimes even hard drives fail. So don't depend on this hard drive. Put it down, store it somewhere. Your idea container is supposed to be a quick solution to holding on to the idea and the inspiration that comes. It's important to steward these ideas and inspirations well because they're a gift from God. The second tool are your short process tools. These are things that help you bring a demo version of that idea to life. So it goes from being in your head and in your notes or wherever to being some form of demo, some sort of reflection of, all right, this is the direction that I want to take this. Your short process tools take the idea from heart to hand. Your short process tools should not be tools that take a major financial investment. These should be smaller things that help you get the idea and make it a real thing. It's just to get it out. So we've got idea containers, we've got short process tools, and finally, we have our long process tools. These are tools that take the big investment. These are your industry standards. These are the things that you use when you know, okay, this needs to be real. This is what produces final product quality. Your long process tools are the things that you use to tighten up, to fix the issues that were in the demo using your short process tools. These are the things that, again, take that big investment. Whatever it is, these are tools that help you create a publishable version. Did I really just make that word up? Is that? Yeah. Publishable version of your product. Those are 3 tools that I believe every creative needs in their toolbox. But again, understanding your tools and your systems help you to become a better creative. So to become a better creative, it's important to understand what inspires you. It's important for you to uncover your creative identity and understand your tools and systems. Look, I know that this is a lot of stuff to take in, and sometimes we need to process it. I like to process through conversation. It's part of the reason why we have a podcast, but I like to process through conversation. So who better to discuss these things with than other people who are on the same journey? The Creative Collective is the perfect place to begin to process these and figure out how other creatives are applying these tools and things to their processes and to their creative journey. The Creative Collective is the perfect place for that. You can also be surrounded by other creatives who are on that same journey to becoming a better creative. By all means, we have the desire for you to reach the purpose that was placed inside of you regarding your creative gifts. That is why we've created the Creative Collective. It's the perfect way to get in community and to get that accountability that you need. Look, we wanted to take the guesswork out just for you to be able to find community and get locked in with the people that you need to get locked in with to be able to reach your purpose. Join the Creative Collective today. You can visit our website, unlmtdartistry.com/creative collective. If you don't want to type it in, the link is in the description. We want this to be super easy for you. And it's a Discord server. Discord is extremely fun to use and it's super flexible. Don't miss your opportunity for community. Thank you so much for tuning in today, for becoming a part of the Unlimited family. We want you to get tied into everything that Unlimited Artistry has just for you. So you can follow us on Instagram at Unlimited Artistry. You can follow us on TikTok at Unlimited Artistry. You can find us on YouTube and make sure that you subscribe and do the likes and leave a comment, all that kind of stuff. If this information is helpful to you, please share. You can join the Creative Collective and reach me personally. You can leave a comment on or a review on the podcast or on the YouTube channel. And lastly, you can visit the website at unlmtdartistry.com. Again, that's unlmtdartistry.com. Look, I told y'all I'm a musician. I gotta make it a little bit rhythmic. Thanks for staying tuned. I will see you next time.